Surprise, motherfucker.
What's up, guys? It's your boy Bezo here. In today's video, we're going to basically go over my thoughts and impressions of the Mortal Kombat 1 online stress test that we just got through playing this past weekend. Now, first and foremost, the online stress test was basically to cover to see where they was at when it came to their server connections and stability. Now, that wasn't the full game by any means, so there is some room for improvement. So we should see more of that in the actual beta in August, and then it should be more polished by the time the full release of the game on September 19th. Now, first, one of the big things that grabbed my attention when I played this beta is the creativity you can do with your combos. There's a lot of variations you can do. Even when I look at the move list with Sub-Zero, I saw that he had like 4 or 5 different area combos with area combo finishers that you can do with the character. So there's a lot of variation and creativity that comes into play when it comes to this game. Now, the cameo fighters, they are there to help assist, and there's different variation of the cameo fighters. There's the forward R1, or if you're on PlayStation, there's the forward R1, it's the back R1, and it's the standard neutral R1. Now, the cameo fighter I use mostly throughout the stress test, I use with Sonya. Now, Sonya is really good at extending combos in the air. She has a really quick air combo to help you extend it, but she was also good at hit confirming, and then you can do her leg grab, which I believe was back R1, and she'll help you extend the combo so you can set up your next strings. Now, Kano, I feel like Kano was really good regarding to keeping pressure on your unsafe strings. So like, let's say for example you got Sub-Zero, you press your 4 1 2 3, which ends in a low. I believe it was like -13 on block. So if you have somebody you're playing against and they like to poke out their certain strings, or if they know that string is negative, you can use Kano to use his Kano ball or his knife throw to keep you safe. Jax had a lot of good setups. I like Jax a little bit. He had an anti-air grab, so I did believe he was really good with anti-air and a lot of characters if you just timed it right. But it's kind of hard to time somebody jumping, but if you just expect them to jump, you can throw Jax out there and you get yourself a free combo that way. But you also had an unblockable ground pound, so if you can just set somebody up and put a little pressure, and then your combo string comes out and you time it right. Because with the cameo fighters, you have to realize is that it's all about timing. So when a fully game comes out, you will have to get in the lab, see what's the time frame for you push this button in to see when it works, to try to actually do your combo string and set people up. Each cameo fighter will be different, and we only got 3 for this stress test. Hopefully there'll be more in the beta that comes in August. But as of right now, you know, this is just a scratch the surface with them, so we don't actually know their full capabilities that we can actually do with those characters. So one of the issues that I did have with the game was the server connection and stability. There was times during my stream I was playing a game and then the game just disconnected. I don't believe they rage quit. It'll say, hey, game session has ended, the opponent has left the game, do you want to find another opponent? So I believe it was some stability issues with the servers. I'm not sure, you know, what all happened with that, because I know they didn't quit, because if they quit it, I would have got the quitality that they did put in the game. Yeah, so there's multiple occasions where I had Sub-Zero pressure somebody in the corner with the ice clone, and they was punching the ice clone and not getting frozen, and it caused me to commit to a combo string, and they're blocking and then I get punished. For this character specific issue, I feel like his hitbox for his ice clone needs to be a little bit more improved. It definitely does, because it was very inconsistent. So there was times where people kept me in the corner with the ice clone, and then I would try to do a down 3 or down 1 or down 4 to kick underneath it, and I was getting frozen every time. But when I do it, they're doing the same thing and they're not getting frozen. So it was very inconsistent for me, and I have it shown up right here what I'm talking about. Now here I slowed the frame so you can see what I'm talking about, the inconsistency of the hitbox. Here I'm playing Caboose, and I baits him to try to hit my ice clone, and he hits it with his foot and he's not frozen. Now if this was Mortal Kombat 11 or Mortal Kombat X, if you would have got anywhere close to that ice clone, you would have definitely been frozen. So that's something I feel like they should very worry. Now that could be stretched against his foot, but nonetheless he does hit the ice clone. He should have been available for a punish. Now in this clip, you clearly see the guy down twos me, and he wills, but he doesn't get frozen. He's literally right next to my ice clone. Now in this clip, you're gonna see that I did a slight delay wake up because the guy was being very meaty, and he definitely connects with the ice clone, and he doesn't get frozen. I'm not sure how is that possible, and I believe that overhead is very slow. It is definitely negative on block, and I believe you can double flawless gap those 2 hits. Now in this last slave clip, I'm going to show you that the guy actually hits my ice clone on the way down, and he's directly interfaced with the ice clone. Now it only freezes him when he does a second move attempt, but let's say I rushed in after you automatically going to suggest that, oh, he's already frozen, so I'm going to go in for a hit. He probably would have ended up hitting me out of that when he should have been punished. I feel like they should definitely work on the consistency of the ice clone hitbox. Now lastly, the big issue that I think a lot of other Mortal Kombat players was having with that is it felt really slow and sluggish in certain movements. Like, I get that you can't really move during certain cameo fighter animation buttons, so that's fine, but it just, the more the dashing back and then trying to get in and out, it definitely feel a little slow. I feel like they are trying to make it more you playing in the neutral, and that's fine, but like the dashes can be a little bit better. I definitely think they can be improved because it does feel sluggish after you do, like, if I'm punishing somebody, I got a combo string going on and trying to move forward to get in, it just feels like my character is stuck and trying to get there. So I mean, that's other than movement, that's probably some of the biggest issues with it, other than the server connection stability. But other than that, overall, I had really good fun with the game. I enjoyed it because we only got just a little taste, so it's not like, oh, this is the final clean cut. We do got a beta coming up in August, so we will see what they did for improvements regarding from the stress test, and then hopefully they'll have more characters and see more cameos. I mean, who knows? We don't know what they're gonna do. We don't know what the plan is, so we just have to wait and see. Other than that, I really did enjoy the stress test. I can't wait for the beta to come out in August to actually try to see what other improvements they have done to this game. If you guys got the invitation to do the stress test, then take it with a grain of salt. The game is not fully polished. You have time for them to give them a chance to make adjustments that they need to make adjustments to. And if you didn't like it, then hey, just don't buy it. They're not forcing it down your throat. It's as simple as that. But that's all I have for you guys. Appreciate you guys for listening. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you're new, notification bell so you won't miss any future videos, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Deuces.